Why you shouldn't tell men that you're transgender. Straight men.
And this is why you should tell men you're transgender. Because it's very, very, very dangerous, the game you're playing. You're playing games with your life. And you risk violating someone else. Some of these men out here, they don't play that. And you might find yourself a certain amount of feet under if you keep playing this game. You don't get to dictate what someone else's boundaries are, and you don't get to impose your lifestyle on someone else. You can consider yourself whatever, and if that makes you happy. But you don't get to impose your worldview or how you perceive yourself on someone else. You don't get to do that. Now, if there's some guy that's interested in that, fine. But the reason why straight men don't want to date trans women is because they're straight. They don't want to date a dude. They want an XX, not an XY. They're straight men. And you don't get to impose that, your worldview, on someone else. You can consider yourself whatever you want to consider yourself. But there are other people who feel differently. And you have to respect that, just like you want people to respect you considering yourself a woman. Okay, whatever. I could respect that, but I'm not going to date you because I don't consider you one. You see how that works? You want respect that you yourself isn't prepared to give to others. You want people to respect your worldview, but you don't want to respect others. If this man doesn't consider you a woman, you don't get to impose that on him. And God forbid if you were to get intimate with this man, tell you the truth, that's the same as grape as far as I'm concerned. Take the G off, if you get my drift. And I personally feel there should be legal consequences for that, because you don't get to impose that on someone else. This self-entitled mentality that some people in the trans community have, that they can impose their worldview on the minds of others, like misgendering. You don't get to do that. Tell other people that they have to share your delusion. No. That's not how the world works. Nor should it work that way. Like I say, consider yourself whatever you want. Be happy. But you don't get to go around dictating other people's boundaries, telling them what their boundaries are, telling them they must accept you. If not, they're some type of bigot. You're playing a very dangerous game. And for your own personal safety, I'm begging you, reveal who you are to these men before it goes any further. Because some of these guys will snap. And rightly so, because they'll feel violated. Now, they don't have the right to hurt you, but I can understand the reasoning behind that rage. Especially if they done got intimate with you. What you basically did was sexually assault them against their will, because they did not have informed consent. There was no informed consent. They didn't know. So basically what you're doing, you're lying. There are lies of omission. And that's what you're doing. It's a lie of omission. So I'm begging you, don't play that game. Win silly games, play silly games, get silly prizes. And what you're doing is dangerous. I hope one day they don't have posters of you, missing posters of you pasted all over the place. In London, I'm assuming you're in England by your accent. You're playing a very dangerous game. And if you want to be respected as a human being, You have to respect others, and you don't get to impose your worldview on other people, and you don't get to dictate other people's boundaries. So some of you in the trans community need to get it together with that. You want respect, but you don't want to reciprocate that respect. That is all.